What is going on, people of YouTube? My name happens to be Kurtyoy. Welcome to another episode of Mid-Table Clash. I kind of forgot to record doing my team, so I'm just going to talk you through it now. Big game against Leicester, which, as we don't know, Dave lost his job as Swansea manager, has now taken over Leicester. So Jamie Vardy could be having a party in Stoke's back garden. I've started off with Butland in goal. We've got a back four of Johnson, Vulshield, Shawcrunch making a return, and Manija. I did say Shawcrunch should find it hard to get back into the team. Then we've got Hinteregger playing in the defensive midfield role, so basically three at the back. Van Ginkel and Forshaw as well in midfield. Another surprise inclusion. Arnautovic one side, Shaqiri the other, and Diouf up top on his own. Still without a goal this season, I do have hope. On the bench, we've got players like Oliver Shenton, because you've got Glenn Whelan, who I was going to put in there, but I thought I'll give Shenton the chance. And you've got Besic and Kouyaté and Charlie Adam, all unfit. We've also got Barnsley. I need to have a sort out this team. Barnsley needs to go. I think Whelan probably isn't going to want to go. But with that being said, a huge game against Dave. Let's jump in and see how we get on. Here we go. Time for a big game. First time I'm playing Dave at Leicester, so should be a cracker. Got thrown here. Inler finds the ball, and now Ricky Alvarez on the left-hand side finds Kramaric, who can run forward. Hinteregger with the tackle. Vardy does pick up the ball, though, and finds his good pal Mahrez, who are rumoured to be having another party this weekend. Schlupp is now down the left-hand side. Whips the ball in. Oh, saved away from Mahrez by Butland. Fantastic stop. Throwing here, Manija finding Diouf, who's worked his socks off in the last few games. Diouf running into the area, still got a chance, puts it wide. That is the difference between Joselu and Diouf. Joselu can put them away, Diouf can't. Okay, Diouf has picked up an injury. He's got a gashed leg, so unfortunately he cannot continue. We are going to give Joselu a chance back in the first team, basically playing the full 90 minutes. He would get 2 points on FPL if he played this amount of time, so hopefully he can make an impact. So it's half time, nothing is happening, nothing has happened. It's been a relatively boring game. 0-0 is the half time score. Hopefully we can grab a few goals in the second half, but story of our season really. Another boring first half. Here come Leicester. Worryingly, another attack for Leicester. Here's Inler in the centre of the park. Johnson intercepts. Now he can counter. Joselu, can he find the ball? He can find the ball. In goes Shaqiri. He's behind the defence. It's a great chance. Straight at Kasper Schmeichel. Oh, that's a good chance. Gonna beg in. Will we live to regret that? I hope not. We come again though, and we can't find Joselu, but he picks the ball back up again. Ball goes onto the edge of the area. Van Ginkel goes down. Fouled by Riyad Mahrez. 50 minutes on the dot. Exactly. We have a penalty, and none other, after the last episode, than penalty supremo. Of course, you've guessed it. It's Mr. Glenn Johnson stepping up to take this penalty. We could go 1-0 up. Second game in a row for a Johnson penalty. And Kasper Schmeichel saved it. So that's the last time he takes penalty, and I probably should have took him off penalties after last game, but it remains 0-0. We've got a free kick here. Arnautovic to take. Oh, what save from Schmeichel. He's keeping him in it. Penalty save to his name. Fantastic free kick save to his name. Shaqiri puts the corner in there. Schmeichel gathers again. Has Arnautovic, and now Johnson. He's given the ball away, but luckily both players who went for it missed it. Here's Adam Forshaw, the out of favour midfielder, puts Joselu through. He's behind the defence, one-on-one with the keeper. Oh, he's hooked it horribly wide. That's another chance that's gone a begging. Oh no. What have I just witnessed? I was just making a tactical change. I didn't realise it was a highlight. And it looks as if Vulshield's had an absolute nightmare. And we just played around with the ball, giving it away. Vardy tackles him. No one reacts. And I can't believe what I've just seen, but we're 1-0 down to that travesty of defending. Thrown from Wilson. Finding Van Ginkel with the back heel into Wilson, who now has left back position as Manija was yellow carded, and now they can attack here with Kramaric. Long ball over towards Mr. Nathan Dyer, who is attacking down the right hand side, puts the ball in. Kramaric with the chance. Butland saves, but Riyad Mahrez has made it 2-0 to Leicester. Caught us on the counter. Mistake from our defence, and the first goal was just a horrific mistake from our defence. No one reacted to that. Look how many players. 5 players, all unmarked in the area. That's shocking from us, and I think this could be this game dead and buried. Well, full time, there we have it. Beaten by a better team on the day. We didn't really deserve to win. We missed chances we shouldn't have. We had a penalty saved. in the end, it was just all-round poor performance. I feel sorry for Jack Butland because he's been a quality player again in another game, and the outfield players have let him down. Positive is we'll have Afellay back for the next match. Negative is it's looking more and more like he's the only player that is going to perform for us this season. Full-time score, we lost 2-0. Let's just move on to the next game. And welcome back, everyone, to game number 2, where we are playing away from home against Swansea. What would have been Dave Azzopardi's team if he had not been sacked. To clear up, that was from squad morale reasons, which I've never seen before. Squad didn't like him, so he was axed. And Swansea is the only team I've beaten, managed by the other 3. I haven't beaten Dave at Leicester, I haven't beaten J&O, I haven't beaten Joe. They are coming up in the next 2 episodes. I believe I've got Joe and J&O in separate ones, which is going to be good. But a lot has happened. We've made a few different changes. Transfer history, we've got rid of Phil Bardsley. We are about to get rid of Mr. Texiera, I believe, who hasn't been a first team player, just to sort of get a bit of funds in and free up 5k-ish of wages. But we're in a precarious situation because I've tried to sell Eric Peters, and he did not want to be sold. He was not a happy bunny, so he is actually going to have to just shut up and deal with it, really. Kuyate don't really play in any of this, does he? This is worrying. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do here, because he doesn't play well. We'll leave him on the bench, actually. We'll bring the Whelan on. Hopefully he can play better in any of these roles. No, Will prefers right. Oh well. We'd rather have Van Ginkel going forward and Whelan on the playmaker roles, of course. Diouf is injured. He gashed his leg in the last game, so we're going to have to play Joselu. And coming onto the bench, Peter Crouch. Yes, I know. It's getting really bad in the injury part. There's another person out injured, this time more attacking, so it allows our central midfield role to have a little bit of leeway. I believe I'll get Kuyate on the bench for Shenton. We're going to train him up in just a general central midfield role. Oh, we already are. There we go. I'm thinking well ahead. Mark Wilson wants to play more, so we're going to put him on for... Okay, so we're going to put him on for... No, I don't know what I've done. There he is. We're going to put him on for Mark Manesia. He won't not play well there, but he wants first team football, so we're going to give it to him. And then lastly, Ibrahim Afellay is going to come on for Marko Arnautovic, and he's going to play on that side. This is the team we are going with. Hopefully it can bring us the 3 points. Let's jump into the game. I've got a free kick here. Whelan the playmaker, finding Johnson. Good ball out wide. Volschild has a chance here. Puts it in towards Shaqiri. Van Ginkel on the edge of the area. Tackled. Whelan has the ball. He's tackled. Twice we had chances and we just sat on the ball. Didn't open our eyes and were dispossessed easily. Now Michu for Swansea. Finding Andre Ayew. Fires us into a 1-0 deficit already. Horrific. Absolutely horrific, I'm going to put that as. Maybe overacting, but that start of the game was terrible. And had 2 players standing on the edge of the area, just standing there. That's horrific, and there's no excuses for that, no excuses. Shaqiri finding the ball in towards Whelan. Has a chance to pick a pass and finds Afellay, who is notably the only person who's performed well constantly this season. Glenn Johnson coming inside from the right back position, finding Whelan again, who finds Joselu. What can he find? He can find Van Ginkel, who plays it wide and it's intercepted. But we've got the ball with Hinteregger. Whelan, if he can find a good pass, this could be a good attack. However, he does not. And we're going to get counter-attacks. And this is Gomes coming through. And Butland saved us. What is going on, lads? Half-time. Another shit first half. And it's another time where we've come in there and we've just not done anything. We've not produced anything going forward. We've not defended anything coming towards us. It's been an absolute shit shack, and hopefully it can get better in the second half, or we're going to be in a little bit of bother. Kick towards Volschild. That is a shocking kick again, and Gomes can attack us now. We are all over the place. Even Butland is performing bad. Sisto runs through, off the post. Butland gathers. Get a grip, lads. Come on. It's Volschild knocking it long. And again, we are not reacting. We are so slow on the ball. It is horrible to watch. We have got an attack, though, so I'll sort of condemn or calm the rage as Whelan finds a ball through to Joselu, and it's straight at the keeper. You know, that was a back pass. Unless it was Afellay that kicked it. Oh, well. We're playing bad. I don't really know what else I can say. I'll tell you what I can say, actually. Gomez just fired us into another 2-0 down situation. They've got a corner, whipped in, and it's going to go in, and I think it went in off my keeper, but Carl Norton will claim the goal. It's 3-0, and I'm not quite sure what's going on, but one game will be, you know, top of the world, beat Barcelona 8-0 sort of performance. Next game will be Accrington Stanley, come in and take us from behind. There we have it, full time, 3-0, shit shack, absolute shit shack. Again, we were awful, all across the park, starting off with the defence. Nothing went right for us today, and I'm not quite sure what I need to do. I mean, Glenn Whelan wants to go, he needs to go. We need to sign better players, because this squad isn't performing at the moment. 3-0, unacceptable, to say the least. Let's go into the last game, which we should be winning because it's against Shrewsbury in the FA Cup, but let's see if we do. And finally, everyone, welcome back to game number 3. Hopefully we can get a win this episode. We're away against Shrewsbury in the FA Cup. There have been a few changes I've made. I didn't record my team selection. I thought I'll waffle on, you know, and I need to really put the don't really need to put any work in. I just need to change a few things. Morgan Amalfitano can finally play, because I'm not sure if I want to register him just yet, or I want to try and flog him for money. Then we've got Oliver Shenton coming in midfield, with Kuyase also coming in. Anthony Kelly coming in at the back, with Jeff Cameron taking the right back spot from Johnson's shocking displays recently. We've also got Bojan coming in attacking midfield. No Peter Crouch playing because he is on the transfer list and hopefully will be leaving, taking his 40k wage bracket with him. But that being said, this is the team we are going with. Hopefully it can get a win against Shrewsbury. Yeah, worrying times are ahead. Right, I've got a corner early on. No, that's them who've got a corner. Sorry, I don't know why I said that. They've got a corner. It's cleared out. They've got another chance, though. Lawrence down the wing. Shifts the ball in. Knight Percival putting the ball in. And then Cameron managed to get it out only as far as Fotheringham. But we can counter now, maybe. Although we always, whenever I say that, we give away the ball. But it's a good ball through. Oliver Shenton is allowed to charge through on goal. Bojan has put the ball straight at the keeper. How many times have I said that in the last few episodes? Ball comes in. Nothing comes of it. Chance here from a throw-in. Cameron to Amalfitano, or however you want to say his name. Cameron into Joselu, back into Amalfitano. Ball goes in, and it's an easy save for the keeper. This is just two-dimensional. They know what's coming, and they're defending against it. And this is a League One team, I think. But I'm pretty sure it's a League One team, and they're easily playing against us. Collins is allowed to run through here, and given again, he's keeping us in it against Shrewsbury. Here we go. Chance Amalfitano finding Bojan. Shot blocked. Cameron into Shenton. And now Bojan again. Finds a good ball into Joselu. Shot is blocked. Afellay shot is blocked. Afellay puts the ball in. And Bojan wide. Better start to the second half. Launched goal kick up there. They're allowed to header it freely. One player at least should be going towards that. Akpro has recently come on. Finds the ball into Veselovsky. Now Collins. Elliott. Wide in towards Knight Percival. Good chance to whip it in. What on earth has just happened to me? I feel violated. Luckily it's offside. I tell you what, we've not really had a good highlight in our name. Ball played through. Barnett onside. Another chance. What is this? DJ Khaled, every time they run through a goal, just saying, another one, another one, another one. And we are failing to see it. One shot on target in the first 76 minutes. What is that about? We need to get something to change, or we're in trouble for the rest of the season. Shaqiri with the corner, headed away by their player. Again, we are not seeing it. Wake up! They're just sitting there. We are allowing them to attack us. That ball over the top is a good one towards Tuti. We managed to block it off. This is seriously taking the mickey now. We are not reacting to anything. I've tried changing so many things in this game. It has not worked. And they're going through again. It's Tuti. It's Barnett. It's 1-0. We have deserved this. We have played awful. There's no point claiming for offside. I don't think it was offside. We'll have a look now. No, what? Oh, sorry, you're claiming for offside and you're almost in your own goal. No, we're 1-0 down, we've lost. There we have it. Rightly so. Absolutely diabolical. That performance is gracious of a League Two team. We have been beaten by Shrewsbury. And to be honest, I didn't change that much. The only real thing I could say, Oliver Shenton. That was it. Everyone else is Premier League quality players. So that result is disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. We're out of the cup. We can focus on the league if we'll remain in the job for much longer. I'm not happy. I'm not happy at all. In fact, show it on camera just so it... Not good enough. Well, let's jump into the call. Not much else to say except I'm going to sack the first team and buy a new one. Let's find out how the other guys did this episode.
Alright guys, Gingex here, and welcome to Football Manager 2016, the mid-table clash. Today I'm joined with JMO, Kurtyoy and Dave as a party, and today has been an eventful episode to say the least from my point of view, and I'm going to start off with myself because I have not big news. It is big news, but it's not. So I started with my episode and I've lost to Man City 1-0, which personally, seeing as I was away from home, I thought was a very good result to end my six away games in a row streak. Anyway, and then the board decided that they wanted to have a talk about recent performances. And when I say recent performances, they mean mainly the Man City game, the concerning factor. And then I said, look, it's my fault, I made a mistake, I'm sorry. So I said, okay, we accept your apology, but we hope for improvements in the future. 2 days later, Crystal Palace proposed new contract talks. So I signed a new deal with Crystal Palace.
Well, at least if they sack you, you're going to get some more compensation.
Oh yeah, that really important compensation that goes towards nothing. Other than that, though, I scraped the win against Sunderland, which if I'd lost, I know I would have got sacked, and then I just drew 0-0 with bloody Notts County. So, I know there's a man in this call right now who really wants to talk about his episode. So, Kurt, you're going to go next.
Well, where do I start? I started off with a huge game against Leicester, managed by Dave Azzopardi, and for some reason I put 11 magicians on the field because every one of my players fucking disappeared, and I didn't play very well, and I lost that one 2-0, and I really didn't deserve anything else because honestly it was the most dreadful game I've watched with 2 more goals added in. So I basically felt like I've been beaten up, so I thought, oh, alright, I'll beat Dave's... no, I didn't beat Dave's former team either. I lost 3-0, so they're making it even worse. And then I thought, you know what, worst comes to worst, I've got an FA Cup game to fall... No, I haven't got an FA Cup game to fall back on, because I lost that one as well. I mean, give credit, though, because I did perform well. I mean, Kouyaté, he was running about everywhere, covered every blade of grass because his first touch was fucking useless. And I found out again my team was full of magicians, and watching Mark Wilson is worse than having my eyes gouged out, because at least then I won't have to watch him play football anymore. So I'm currently looking for a whole new 25 squad of players, as they've all been sacked except Kouyaté, because he told me he'd eat my family otherwise.
The thing is, I'm looking at your match against Dave, and you actually had quite a few shots. Same amount of shots on target. And Casper Schmeichel got a 9.1.
Yeah, if you missed the penalty, I mean, the whole game could have been different.
Yeah, I don't even want to talk about Glenn Johnson taking the penalties again.
Scored the penalty. Yeah, well, Mahrez has missed 2 of my last penalties as well. It's proper annoying.
Mahrez is a penalty taker. I don't know why my penalties are going to Glenn Johnson.
Because they're disappearing.
That's a good point. But anyway, I had a fantastic episode. I'm looking forward to the next one.
I can tell that by not only your tone of voice, but that I'm just glad that you're not getting rid of Cheku Kouyaté, because of course, if you did, I would have to eat your family as well. So now we're going to move on. We're going to move on to JNO.
Okay, well, I started off against West Ham, who it became very obvious doing really, really well. They're now second, I believe, just behind Tottenham, so that's the top two. And literally, they started playing me off the park. I made some changes, managed to get 2-1 up at half-time. Then I thought, being cocky, that I could make even more changes and destroy them, and conceded 2 goals in 3 minutes from kickoff. So I pretty much threw that game away myself, which is a shame because that broke a 7-match undefeated streak. But then we went in against Everton, and my team played like I've been trying to make them play. And I know I always sound like I'm really disappointed with them, but that was a great game against Everton, a great performance. I just feel like we should have scored more. And then we came up against Dave in the FA Cup, and at first it looked like they were going to walk all over me. Then we started kind of coming back into the game, got 1 goal, and then it was literally all Dave. And my team just pretty much held on.
It was
until
so
20
the
minutes.
stats though were so even. Like I mean, literally,
Yeah,
all
but
it
I
was.
came back near the end, but that's it. Like, because
at the end, the last 10 minutes, I put everyone up, like even the centre backs and stuff. Like, and I was like, crap, because like I thought you read it, because every attack then was for you. You just kept going on the break.
Yeah, I'd change it to counter as soon as you
I'm
changed to
some
attacking.
sitters, man. I mean, Adebayor came on his first chance of the game.
I didn't even know you had Adebayor.
I literally just signed him like a couple of days before.
But yeah, I wasn't even trying to go through, to be honest. I mean, I wanted to beat Dave, but I really...
Yeah, I know. I saw your team, and it was rotated heavily. But I mean, you've still got like Rico Henry's a very good left back. Like obviously probably not so much at Premier League level. Well, in a couple of years he will be, but he's still a solid left back anyway. But then
and Matthew James, just want to point out, brought him in for 2 games because I had no fit right backs. And he's not a right back, and he has played absolutely amazing in both games. Although he did look like he almost set up a Leicester player for an easy goal at one.
I know, I thought that. I was like, how's he got man of the match? But to be fair, like looking at his stats, he did have a pretty solid game anyway.
But yeah, great episode. I'm looking forward to the next one, and I actually mean that. Whereas I don't think everyone else has.
I don't want to talk about
it. Just looking at my fixtures, I'm definitely not. So we're going to now move on to Dave. How did your episode go?
Well, we started off with a game against Kurt, 2-0 victory. To be fair, I think the game could have gone either way. When he had that penalty, if he'd scored, I think he would have got the 3 points in the end. Luckily for us, Schmeichel saved it, and we got them, 2 goals in the end. Can't quite remember who scored. I think Kramaric was it, and
Kramaric and Mahrez scored.
Mahrez, yeah, because Mahrez gave away the penalty. Man, I was fuming at that. But he got away with it. Schmeichel made the save. A good victory there. And then we went to... You guys had a league game, but I played in the Capital One Cup first leg semi-final against City at the Etihad. And that was a pretty even game. And they had Aguero playing, because last time I beat them, they had Bonnie up front. Aguero was injured, but Aguero started. And we played some class football. I mean, it was pretty even, but we were playing this one-touch stuff that was incredible. Like literally like Leicester were playing in the week. We played a long ball towards Kramaric, and first time he passed it across like a sweaty goal towards Kante, who put it into the back of the net. We did it again, but I think the pass was slightly overhit, and we missed in the end, but we got a strong 1-0 victory there. And I thought we'd get a clean sweep of wins. I mean, we started pretty well against West Brom's J&O's side, but in the end, I mean, it could have gone anyway. All it needed was 1 goal, and I think that would have been the winner. It was that close in the game.
It deserved to be a draw.
Yeah, definitely. I thought it was at half-time. I thought it was going to be a replay. But either way, I'm happy we played well. It is one less competition to worry about. But I suppose we're doing so well in the Capital One Cup. There was no reason why we couldn't do so well in the FA Cup. But we could focus on the league and hopefully a Capital One Cup final to come soon as well.
Okay. Right. So moving on into the next episode, I know that I'm looking at my fixtures right now, and I'm guessing that I'm going to be having 4 games as I've got an FA Cup replay. However, so if I'm just going to go by that, I've got Spurs at home, Stoke at home, Notts County away, and Southampton at home. So next episode, I'm looking at potentially taking over Newcastle as they're in the bottom 3.
I think if that happens, we need to do a better job, because we've given Dave a team that seems to be doing okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm going to get bloody Norwich. Right, Kurt, what's your lineup like next week?
Well, I've got a really tough game. I'm coming up against 20th Norwich. away from home,
Sweet.
and my away from home streak currently is not too good, especially against shit teams as well, which makes it even worse. So then I move on to another away game, which is Crystal Palace, and I'm looking forward to that because currently the whole squad hates me or hates each other through my irrational treatment of all players, Glenn Whelan. So if I lose that, the board will hate me, the players will hate me, the staff will probably hate me, and I'll probably get sacked, I'm not going to lie. And then if I don't get sacked, I've got a home game against Everton, and as they're in 13th, I might sneak a draw, but I doubt it, really.
I'll tell you what, Kurt, if you get sacked before me, I will be completely dumbfounded as to how that has happened.
I wouldn't be surprised.
I'm looking at this thinking potentially I could be the only one not to be sacked.
You know, I'm also looking at this and I'm thinking if I win my next game 8-0, I could potentially be 10th. As long as everyone else loses above me.
Is that how close it is?
Always aim high.
Yeah.
Aim high, man.
So yeah, what about you, Jano? Who have you got next week?
Well, we've got
episode
19th Sunderland for the with a home game, so I'm hoping my side don't slip up on that one. But then we have Tottenham. It is at home, but it's Tottenham, and they're top. And then we have Man City away, who are third. So it's the type of episode that I'm expecting 3 points, and anything else is a bonus. But if we do well enough, I could see myself back in the top 4, because I think, unfortunately, I've just dropped out of the top 4. Yeah, I'm 5th. Just outside of it by 1 point. So I'm looking forward to it, but I wouldn't expect too much coming into that next episode.
Okay. And Dave, what about you?
I've got Chelsea, Liverpool, and I can't remember my other team.
Southampton.
Southampton. 3 difficult games. I think we can probably get 3, possibly 6. I mean, we play well against some of the big teams at the moment, such as City. I think they just can't cope. To be fair with City, when I played them, though, they started Patrick Roberts and stuff on the right-hand side, and when they brought him off, they brought Brandon Barker on, so it was hardly like a world-class substitute coming on. I think that's the way we counter them down the left-hand side as well. It depends if any other teams play like that against us. I think Chelsea and Liverpool will take no prisoners anyway, so it will be tough games and a very tough episode either way. So 3 points to 6 points, I'll be happy with next episode.
Okay. So I'm just going to give some interesting facts on the away record and home record in the Premier League. Okay, so home record, I'm actually bottom of the table for points. And JNO is about 7th, 8th, and he's the top of all of us. And then away record, which I think is absolutely ridiculous. Okay, so JNO's doing well, he's in 4th. I'm in 6th.
Jeez.
And then Kurt's in 17th. But anyway,
I've only had
that's just
one away win, just to show you how bad next episode's going to be.
Uh-oh.
Well, just for form, Leicester and West Brom are top, with Bournemouth, Tottenham, and West Ham. Only 1 loss in 5.
I'm going to guess I'm bottom on form.
I just wasn't going to,
You've had 2 wins in the last 5 games.
Oh, hang on.
No, you're quite high as far
last
as
5
goes.
games. If we go last 5 games, I'm actually...
9th.
Right, hang on. Yeah, that's... Christ. Right, anyway, this is dragging on. So, I hope you've enjoyed this episode of the Mid-Table Clash. If you have, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe if you want to see more. Leave comments down below if you've got any feedback. And all channels will be in the descriptions of each of these videos, so make sure you go and check out everybody out. This has been Gingy X, and I'm signing out. Peace.
I don't want to play this game anymore.
See ya.